Good morning, everyone. It's interesting that certain things faded from the Jewish people and yet stay sometimes. And one of those examples is what we do when there's a pismon. Usually when there's a pismon in davening, like Lechadodi, Keladon, everybody sings it together as one. And yet in the Slichot, for reasons that I really don't know why, the Chazan first says it and then the congregation repeats it. And then the congregation says it for the rest of the time, and the Chazan then repeats it. Namely, it's based on going back and forth between the Chazan and the congregation. Not sure why only in the Slichot that stayed, and the rest of the year it doesn't, including during Rosh Hashanah Yom Kippur davening. My guess, probably because they haven't composed tunes for all the Pizmonim of the Slichot. But because it stays, allow me to share the following. Rav Soloveitchik was adamant that any time there's a pismon, it shouldn't be sung, but rather it should be done exactly like I mentioned. First the Chazan, then the congregation, or the congregation, then the Chazan, because he felt it elevates it. How does it elevate it? The Mishnah in Masechet Megillah, Daf Kav Gimel Amud Bet, says that there's a list of things that you only do in a minyan. Such example, en porsin halashma, en ovin lifnei teva, en korin batorah. Rav Soloveitchik said, what's the common denominator? The common denominator is that anytime you do one of those things, there's an actual relationship between the Chazan and the congregation. Namely, the Chazan says, V'kara ze el ze ve'amar during the brachot of Kriyat Shema, and then everyone pipes in, Kadosh, Kadosh, Kadosh. During Kaddish, the Chazan says, Ve'imru Amen, and everyone says Amen. Said Rav Soloveitchik, any time there's an actual relationship between the Chazan and the congregation, not just 10 people saying it at the same time, but the Chazan induces a response and the congregation responds, then it's a davar shebikdusha that needs a minyan and it's elevated. I'd like to add to his words that I think it's beautiful. Indeed, V'kara ze el ze ve'amar should be the way our relationship should be all the time. Not I talk, and I never listen, but rather I use my ears as much as my mouth. V'kara ze el ze, I listen to you, you listen to me, and then ve'amar, then we can speak. So we have a little relic of this during the Slichot, where we induce the Chazan and the Chazan induces us, and I think it's important for life in general. The only way to have a real relationship is like the angels, as we say every day in the davening, Gotim Reshut Zelazeh, they give permission to each other to speak first. We listen, and then we speak. We speak, and we listen. Using our ears and our mouth is the way a true relationship should be. Have a wonderful day.